Hello everyone, Hamoggin here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Now, I have been putting this video off for a few days at least, but I uploaded a short about Battlefield 2, and it brought a lot of new traffic to my channel. So I figured this is the perfect time to do this video on my thoughts. And it needs a couple of fixes, and how to end this hacker cheat problem for once and for all. Now, first of all, when you're going in-game, like this is just gameplay from the very first day. This is my first game, and I'll tell you, it was striking. Like, I swear I died a few times just because I was looking around and I wanted to see the quality of the game. But yeah, it's just absolutely a beautiful game. Right away when I started playing it, I said, if this game comes out tomorrow, I'll play it. I don't care if there's bugs, I'll play this game. Even though I'm a Delta Force player, and people in Delta Force do know me, I am known, but unfortunately, well, all the haters hate me, so I mean all the cheaters hate me. So yeah, haters hate me, that's good. But anyways, this game, it beats Delta Force hands down. Now, Delta Force is free, and this game obviously is what, $90, $100? I can't even remember right now, and I am Canadian, so you're going to have to adjust the price to wherever you live. But everything, the mechanics work well. I don't find any of the guns like just overly crazy. Like, one thing about Delta Force is the recoil on a lot of the weapons is just insane. It really is. But in this game, some of these weapons you can just pick up and you don't really have to worry about recoil or anything. And they are a usable weapon. And that is just great. Like, visually amazing. Mechanics, they work. Is there some issues? Yes, there is. And I'm sure some issues have already been addressed before I'm doing this video. I'm going to be uploading it like shortly after I actually record this. Now, this is, just like I said, gameplay from the very first day. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause this, and I'm going to minimize it, and I'm going to bring up another screen here. Now, I only played, oh no, I did play another one, but Conquest. Okay, now Conquest is supposed to be about the objectives. And over half the people playing are not playing the objectives. They're treating this like it's a team deathmatch. And this is the biggest mistake that everybody, like all gaming companies, get this wrong. Delta Force has got it wrong. Everybody, like every time Delta Force fixes it, they break it again. Okay, now, let me explain things the way I see them, and if you're not going to do this, then just remove the objectives and just call it Team Deathmatch. But what I propose is around every area, you have a bubble. If you're in that bubble, then you get objective points, and your kills are worth double. Now, that's around every single one of them. You decide, like, there is outlines right now. But what you do is you make it so you have to be in these bubbles. If you're outside these bubbles, like right now there's a whole bunch of people, they'll just run around here and get stragglers. And they will get, who knows, 30 kills. I didn't see, now personally, I had over 15 hours in game, and the highest I seen was like 35 kills. And that was, oh God, what was it, a 2-to-1? Not even a 3-to-1 ratio for kill death. So the kills were not that high. But you could still tell that people were cheating and people were getting pissed off about cheats. So if you bring them all in, like you still get points out here for killing, but they're like half or less than half. But you want way more points for the ones who play objectives, because the people who play these objectives die over and over and over. And then these idiots that run around here, they're telling everybody else, oh, you're not a gamer, you don't know how to game. Well, no, it's you idiots that are running around here getting the kills. They're idiots. You don't know how to play the game, because they, at Battlefield, at EA Games, have got this wrong. You've got to put all the points in these boxes. Outside the box, you get very little points. So all these idiots that are running around doing these speed runs, well, they're not going to be on top, and they shouldn't be on top. If you want this to be about objectives, then the people playing the objectives, and I'm not even saying for just me, I'm saying for everybody, the medics, the engineers, the guys that are in here every time dying, not these guys that are running around just trying to get kills or sniping from way over here or sniping from way over here. They never get involved in the action so that they can brag about how many kills they get. Now that is a big issue. And if you want to fix that, you want to have a really good game, my other suggestion is get rid of the red dots on the minimap. We do not need them. And it makes the game way more challenging. If you can't look at the minimap and see a red dot and you know where the enemy is, it makes things way more challenging. It makes this a way better match and a way better game. And again, these guys that are just running around in circles trying to get kills with no red dots on the minimap, then we're all 100% going to know they're cheats. They're doing speed runs. Right now they all say, oh, they're using the minimap. They're using those little red dots with 100% accuracy from over 100 meters away. And we all know they're cheats and liars. So there's my suggestions to EA Games for Battlefield 6. And you will fix the cheat problem, because the cheats won't want to play Conquest if they're at the bottom. They all want to be at the top. And now another suggestion is you look at the leaderboard. The people with the most kills are usually the cheats. So you just check those accounts randomly. Everybody that's in the top, if you decide to have a running scoreboard, like who has the most kills or whatever, just check those people randomly and you will find your cheaters. Now, where else did I want to go? Oh yes, from here. Now I covered that. Now I'm going to minimize this again, and we are going to bring up an issue that I had, something that needs to be fixed. Now, I guess everybody is going to know where this location is. Now, if we just watch this for like less than a couple of minutes here, we're going to see something. Now, obviously, there's a lot of fighting at E here. It's one of the most busy places in the map, A and E. Now, it's almost coming up here. Now, I didn't do that. What the fuck? Why am I the fuck over here? Now, you just seen I was over here, and I slid 30 feet out into the middle of the road because it does not want you laying on uneven ground. Now, it happened to me a few times in this very location, and it happened, I don't even know, the 15 hours I played, it happened more times. It happened on different maps, and I just don't want to go through all of my footage to try and find it. So you've seen that though. If I just go back a little tiny bit, oops, and so we can see it again. So you can see, like, I lay down and then whoosh, next thing I know I'm in the middle of the road, and it wasn't me who did that. So we're gonna get there. Always try and be careful with my movements, which is what this game should be. No more speed runs. You make this a real. See? Like, what the fuck? Why am I the fuck over here? I slid 30 feet out into the road, but I did not want to do that. That's a glitch in the system. It does not want you to lay down on unlevel ground. So that's something that they need to fix. But I only have a couple of fixes here. And like, I only got in over 15 hours, and some people got in way more. But now I'm going to minimize this and bring up the next thing here. Now, this one here, it has 373 views right now. Battlefield 6, help. I've fallen and I can't get up. Now, we are watching this. And, oh yeah, I'm sorry, the volume is muted, so you're not going to have the volume. But you should all recognize the map. You know where I am. And well, the devs 100% will know exactly where I am. And it's coming up here in a minute. Okay, it's almost here. Now, even though we're leading here, they were all over us. It was very surprising. And then, so I'm up here. Whew, I just fell into a hole. Now, you cannot get out of this hole. It's impossible. I tried everything. I tried jumping up and down. Where is it? Okay, right here. Now this little rocket launcher thing here, or I can't remember the name of it, half the time it doesn't work. That's 2 that I just launched, nothing. And over half the time I'll use it, nothing. So there's another fix. So there's 3 fixes. There's this whole, that rocket launcher thing does not work, or the grenade launcher does not work, and that slide problem. But eventually, the only way out, yes, I had to nade myself. And I was, firing up in all directions, trying to get people to shoot me so that I could move on. But, all right, so we have covered that. Now, was there anything else? Oh, yes. The only other thing that I wanted to talk about is if you really, really want to stop cheats, then we need to move to facial recognition. And I know people are like, no. Like, no legit player should have a problem with this. I'm not talking about ID. I understand nobody wanting to give their driver's license. But you look at what's happening. What is it? Rockstar Games with, what is it? I don't even play that game with all the stealing cars and everything. GTA. They're going to require ID. You're going to have to prove you're 18 plus to play that game. And what's going on with that kid's Roblox, like governments are going to demand ID. I suggest EA get in front of this and ask people for visual ID. So you have to show your face, and they can use AI to do this in the beginning. But then people are going to use AI to beat AI. So you're eventually going to need a human being to go through every single one to make sure everybody is a legit person. And I know it's only going to be a temporary job, but hey, I'll do it. 100% I'll do it. Because I haven't seen any AI right now that's totally convincing that can beat me. So yeah, I would do it 100%. And this would. Now, I also wanted to address the secure boot. Like, come on. People think that this is going to end all cheating. It's not going to do anything. It is going to end the 14-year-olds that are using their mommy's credit card to go to an illegal site to buy an illegal hack for a game. They're going to be done. But the hundreds of thousands of these hardcore cheater hacks, it's not going to stop them. And let me explain why. Now, I used to be in IT. I was a senior network engineer. Install, configure, troubleshoot issues with computer networks, internet, the whole bit. Now, most people that work in IT have a home network. So they have 3-4 computers set up so that they can set up programs and try and create issues and fix issues. And all hackers have multiple systems. So the first thing, you IP ban them and hardware ban them and boot secure. Okay? So they go into IP config, they release their IP, they switch systems, they wait a few minutes, wait 10 minutes, go back into IP config, get a new IP, hook up that new system, they're back in playing the game again in 10 minutes, getting around your secure boot. Now, these hackers are already laughing because they already know what they changed the hard drive, they changed the motherboard. Believe me, these hackers and even IT people that I used to know, they go out, their favorite, they may not use the best name brand hard drive or the best name brand motherboards, but when they go on sale, they buy a bunch of them. So you're not going to beat them with secure boot. So I'm going to be wrapping things up here. This was just like, this game is awesome. I'll pay the $100 to play the game. But not if it's full of cheats. If it's full of cheats, I may as well play Delta Force. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. That most of gamers feel this way. So yeah, I am going to be wrapping things up. This is something for everybody to think about, especially EA Games. If you want, like I said, if you want Conquest to be fully Conquest, then you need to take into consideration what I've said. Because right now, it's not. Right now, it doesn't matter about the objectives. It's all about these people running around, doing their speed runs, and the ones that are way up here or way over here doing their sniping. Like, in that first night, I think I went out like I think I spent 10 minutes going after a sniper. He shot me twice, he killed me twice, and then I went and killed him, showing him that he's not invincible. But you take these suggestions into account, and I really hope you fix that, because I love the maps. I do love the maps. The quality is great. And it isn't being played properly. It's the same thing in Delta Force. It's just overrun with cheats. It's overrun with cheats because you put too much emphasis on kills. Now, that is it. I am going to wrap things up. And again, this is Hamagan. Thank you for viewing this. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Like, I really do plan to do a lot more stuff like this. But yeah, I really am looking forward to... I'm going to be passing this link on to EA so that they can look this over, and maybe they'll take my considerations and do some of this to help the game. Because Conquest should be 100% about objectives. If you're not playing objectives, you never go near the objectives, then you should be in the bottom 15, not the top 15. And that would be awesome if you fix that. Alright everybody, again, this is Hamagan. If you found this useful, or you agree with what I'm saying, like, any legit gamer should not have a problem with showing your face. I'm not talking about your ID, just your face. And it should be on, obviously, a secure server. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up this time. Alright everybody, this is Hamagan saying, have a great day. And again, leave comments, and obviously if you leave bad comments, we know you're cheating. Alright everybody, have a good day. Maybe I don't have anybody to play with. I was thinking of maybe, hey, I'm not the greatest gamer, and I know people say I suck, but I don't suck. If there's no cheats, I'm top 15. If it's full of cheats, I'm bottom 15. So I was thinking of asking Asmongold if he wants to team up sometime. His early matches didn't go very well. I only seen a couple of them, and I think the game is beautiful, and I think Asmongold is like a pretty funny guy when he's gaming. But anyways, now this time I really am going to wrap things up. All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments. All right, everybody, have a good one.